So for the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to do something a little different.
I've been trying to convince my Scottish Highland cattle to let me brush them.
I don't exactly know why I've been trying to do this. I don't know what has inspired this quest, but it is very much a quest in that I aspire to one day have such a tight relationship with my cattle that they would just let me come up to them with a brush
and stroke them ever so gently.
Yeah, they're still not okay with it. You know, I look out there in the broader world and I feel like I see over and over and over again videos and pictures of people with their Scottish Highland cattle
and enjoying their Scottish Highland shaggy nature
and using a brush to groom them ever so gently.
My name is Mark Stewart. I am the owner here at Thistledew Farm.
And so then we contacted a local farm, and that's when we got Betty.
This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair.
And I will say there's definitely an intimacy that's created when you brush and groom an animal. I know that one of my favorite times that I ever spend with Toby is when I'm brushing him and keeping him all nice and shiny. And so the idea of having such a close and gentle relationship with my cattle,
where they would let me do that to them, like maybe you, Jimi Hendrix.
I don't know, that's appealing to me.
I've done other things where I've set up brushes for my cattle so we can see them enjoying the brushes, and so I know that they like brushing.
Yes! So crazy right now!
So it feels like this idea of brushing my cattle should be something I should be able to achieve.
And not for nothing, I feel like I've already come a pretty long way with my cattle.
You know, when they first arrived at this farm, they were terrified of me, and they spent several days loose and on the run.
Come on, do the patty. Stay away from the bees. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, cattle, let's go.
Nowadays, I can easily get them to come when I call them, and I can even just stand around and have them be near me and with me.
But for whatever reason, whenever I go to try to pet them or brush them, they shy away. They just don't like that human touch.
Yeah, would you look at that? Ariel's giving herself a scratch as we speak. You know, I could do something similar for you, girl. You know, I'd be good to you, girl.
How good?
Like you wake up in the morning, I'm right there being good to you.
That's actually unsettling.
Well, like I said, over the last 2 weeks, I have taken to TikTok, and every single day I posted a video of me trying to brush these cattle. I feel like the results have been somewhat mixed, but I have learned a lot.
Day number 1 of trying to brush my Scottish Highland cattle. Hey, Ann, can I give you a brush? No? You let me brush you? No? How about you, Ariel? Oh, Kurt wants to get in here. Can I brush you? Can I brush you, Kurt? Say yes? No? How about you, Audrey? I'm just gonna hold it steady here like this and see if you get interested. I mean, so it's hard to hold steady. All right, I'll take that as a no. We'll try back in tomorrow. Day number 2 of me trying to brush my cattle. It looks like this bucket of treats I have is inspiring a whole heck of a lot of interest. Day number 3 of trying to convince my cattle to let me brush them. Now, a lot of folks have suggested that I try to approach them from the backside. So in order to do that, I'm gonna devise a distraction. I don't know, Toby, do you think this is gonna work? Hey, cows, come on, cows. Hey, cows, come on, cows. Come on, cows, fresh grass for the cows. Come on, fresh grass for the cows, come on. In you go, come on, cows. Shake a leg, little one, you're getting left behind. Okay, now that they're distracted, let's put our plan into action. I got a stroke in, but I think I spooked her. So I think we only got 1 good brush stroke today, so I'm not gonna count that as victory. Keep watching, because I think eventually I'll be able to pull this one off. Day 5. Our cow, Anne of Green Gables, escaped from our poly wire and separated from the other cows. I'm gonna see if this is an opportunity to maybe try to brush her. Hey, Annie, do you mind if I brush you? Whoa, where you going? Day 6, and while they're moving, I'm gonna try to pet them as they go by. If this works, tomorrow I'm using a brush. Brush, grass, cows. Hey, cows. Hey, cows. Come on, Kurt. No? Okay. Well, I don't think that's gonna work. Hey, cows. Come on, cows. Hey, cows.
All right, Abby dog, we have our fence lines all built. I think it's time to move the cattle.
All right, Kurt Cobain and crew, are you ready for some fresh pasture? Well, I'm gonna give it to you.
Hey, cows, come on, cows. 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 Abby, no, behave.
You know, Abby, you're not much of a poultry dog, but you might make a great cattle dog.
And so now my game plan right now is to just basically sit out here in the pasture for, I don't know, 20 minutes a day, just hanging out with the cattle, having them seeing me as a non-threatening presence. And I'm hoping with time, maybe I'll start to introduce the brush. You'll notice I don't even have the brush here today. Because the thing I'm recently realizing is that when it comes to farming and sort of the life I'm creating for myself here, there is this constant focus on projects and accomplishments and completing tasks and doing stuff. And in some ways that's great, but I'm also noticing you can run the risk of burning yourself out by doing that. By constantly chasing those achievements, it's not that much different than the rat race that you might have at work. And so part of what I'm trying to do here is slow down a little bit. And when I look at a goal like trying to get my cattle to let me brush them, yes, some of it's about actually just trying to get my cattle to let me brush them. But an even bigger part of that goal is for me to just get comfortable with spending time and being in the moment and being in the space, even if it means I'm talking to you guys, or if I'm talking to you, Abby Dabby Doo. My hope is that in doing this, I'm going to become a better cattle farmer. Ooh, you see that? I've noticed that the cattle get aggressive with each other, particularly when they get fresh pasture. They're essentially fighting over the best grazing.
Like you see here, we got some clover and some vetch. I think those are always the popular ones. Whereas we have other things like goldenrod, which they hate. Curious to see what they do with those ferns. I'd love to see them destroy them and then have some grasses pop up after that.
Which I guess coming back to it, I guess to a certain extent, noticing things like that is also what I hope to accomplish with this task. Yes, I've got to do this in balance. I still have to probably take an hour or two today and spend some time on the top of the pasture pounding in fence posts to build the new paddock for the cattle up on the top of the pasture. But just because I have a task like that doesn't mean I should be stopping and spending some time out here and just being. Because just being counts as doing something too. Thanks for watching, you guys. And if you want, you can maybe watch another video. I don't know, or not. Or maybe go be and do something outside. It's your life. You have to choose how to live it.